Good morning, everyone. Happy New Year. Tell you what, you all, we've got us some snow here in the state of Virginia. Not only that, the roads are just plumb slick and icy. I'm out here in the mountain today, you guys. And at this present time, I'm looking for a place to make some lunch. And so far, I haven't found a rock overhang nowhere right here in this particular section, which I like to get under to do this kind of stuff. But mountain men didn't always have a rock overhang to get under out of the weather. So I'm going to get up under this hemlock right over here and see if I can get a fire going in all this snow. By the way, the temperature out here is right at 20 degrees, you guys. So it's cold, and we're going to cook us a squirrel this morning, and we're going to make squirrel stew right here in the outdoors, if I can possibly get a fire going in this kind of weather. So it's not level, you guys, but that's what we've got right there. So we'll build us a fire right here, get this thing going. Always carry some cotton balls in that pack, you guys. That don't necessarily mean this is going to catch neither. I usually have a little bit of fat wood in there. On this occasion, I don't see any of you guys. So let's let that catch up, and we'll see what we can do here. I'll tell you one thing right there, is life-saving fire, you guys. If you can't get it built in this kind of weather and you really need a fire, you'll be in real bad trouble. So I'm gonna rig me up a hole here for my pot, and then we'll start cooking some food as soon as that thing burns down a little bit. All right, you all, first thing we're gonna do, fire's burned down good, man. It feels good, I'm telling you. Now I have homemade bread that my wife made. But I've got a squirrel here. That we're going to have to cut up here and put in this pot, you guys. Get him cooked up. We'll let that be cooking. Well, if I don't get it in the snow, I don't guess that'll hurt it none. Cut him right across his back there one time. We'll get him going. Cut him right down the old spinal column. There's your squirrel. All right, what we'll do, we'll take our pot and we'll put it on our stick here. We'll set that right over the fire. We'll let that get to cooking. While we're doing that, while that's happening, I'll slice up the apple, because I like to spice mine up just a little bit, you guys, for sure. Check out this hunk of bread right here. Touch it with my nasty hand. See that? Beautiful piece of bread that my wife made. She's getting right into that really good too. All right. So let me get my hands cleaned up and then I'll tell you what, you all. Mountain man they didn't find herself in a perfect situation every time. Now I've got a piece of an onion right here. Cut that piece of onion up. And I'm gonna cook it with the squirrel. Give that squirrel some flavor. I also have already had some spices that I had from home over there. And I see it's cooking really good. Get that over here so I don't burn myself up. Just drop that right in there with it. Like I say, you don't always find yourself in a perfect situation. You might be on the trail, and wherever you get hungry, you're gonna stop and fix you some food. So that's what I'm doing here this morning in this video. Check that out. Uncle Sasquatch Outdoors. Thank you, Jimmy. Sure smells good. I hope it don't call that big old bear in this morning. Of course, I could call one of these bear hunters in, I guess. That's what that's looking like. Yep, that's stewing up really good. Now the sun is breaking through the clouds there. So that's warming it up just a little bit outside for sure. But that's the way it is when you're cooking on the trail. Now, you know, if you're a mountain man on foot, it's just the way it looks. I mean, wherever you're at, you're gonna have to sit down, make your fire, cook your food in all kinds of different weather. And that's one of the reasons I come out in this particular type of weather. So that, you know, people who are dreaming about this kind of stuff right here can just stay at home and just keep on dreaming, because that's about all they're ever gonna do. It's fun. You can read all the mountain man books you want to and fantasize about it, but when it comes right down to it, this is a hard life to live right here. And of course, you know, I come from my warm house out here in the woods to do this video. But like I said, I could have done it right there in the backyard, but I don't like backyard videos. As while that's cooking, we're going to add the hot sauce to it. It's not going to take much of this. That right there is Blue Hog. Blue Hog hot sauce. Way down yonder in Tennessee. Well, I'll tell you one thing, you all. That smells delicious. Ha ha ha. Great day. Let me give you a shot of that cooking right there. You smell that cooking there, Uncle Sasquatch? How about you, Carolina, Chris? I know good and well you can smell it. You're close to me down there in South Carolina. And the wind's going south right now. Because you're bound to be able to smell that. Well, I don't know about you all, but I'm getting hungrier by the minute. Now, I've been cooking that squirrel right there, guys, for almost an hour right now. And I don't know if that squirrel will be rare or well done. We'll see. Check out this bread right here. Sourdough bread. That would have definitely been a delicacy for a mountain man in the woods. There ain't no question about it. Look at that. Thank you, Miss Libby. That is some real good bread, girl. Well, I'll tell you what, you all. That right there is some fine squirrel right there. Especially that back strap. Apple, onion, hot sauce, and other spices. Done to perfection. Cut me another chunk of that bread off there right there. Well, the sun has come out, you guys. But the weather forecast is for tonight really, really nasty, rainy weather. If it falls on top of this snow right here, it's going to be one slick mess. I just about had a serious accident coming up here to do this video. I was starting up a hill down there on one of the main roads, and that truck went to switching ends. That thing turned around 2 or 3 times in the road before it slid over in the ditch backwards. Thank God I didn't get hurt and didn't get stuck. As soon as that thing started turning, I started hollering, Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. He slowed that truck down. I mean, it went every which way. When I called on his name, don't ever forget that, folks. There's power in the name of Jesus. Guys, I'll tell you what now. That's some real mountain man squirrel right there. I think I should have cooked it just a little bit longer. Some of them bigger pieces are just a little bit chewy. But I can handle it. Good stuff. Now I'm right here, you guys, at 3,000 feet in this mountain. The further you go up the mountain, you can see you got, the more snow you got. Hate to eat in front of you, Chris, but you ain't here, old boy. Well, you all, I've enjoyed hanging out with you this morning. I hope you've enjoyed hanging out with me, cooking up this squirrel for lunch. I'm going to finish this meal up and I'm going to get on out of here before the big weather comes in. You can see the wind's done started to blow. Looks to me like the snow's going to come swirling in out of the south there just a little bit, just in a few minutes. So with that, you all, may the good Lord bless you. Have yourself a wonderful weekend.